You were not invited here. It was dangerous to come, you know. You should leave. This isn't a fairy tale. I'm more than the stories you've heard about me. To call me by my name, as if you have the right. Is that so? A deal? Brave of you. Brave and stupid. I can't decide. You've come here, to my palace. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't here, mortal. It doesn't mean you'd even be wise enough to understand what you're seeing if you could. And you seem to be particularly lacking in cleverness. You stand before me, you meet my gaze. The gall. You deserve the fate you've sought here. I don't need an excuse to punish you for your arrogance. There's no higher power that could judge me for it. None that can stop me. Not when you come to my land, my kingdom, and still. You're too stupid to cower. Oh. You do amuse me, you poor, witless mortal thing. And you are pretty. I admit, I do feel a certain indulgence for pretty. All right. I'll hear your plea. Do bear in mind, however, I rarely take a bargain that isn't backed by blood and flesh. You're no innocent. I can see you know exactly what I'm implying. And yet you stand resolute. It's dangerous to issue challenges like this, you know. Still, you're barreling forward. What could it be that you want so badly? Is it money? I've had the desperately poor come begging for favors before. You don't have that look of wanting. Love, then. It's hard to imagine what sort of hard-hearted eunuch could deny you, but no, not that either. Not the way just the suggestion makes you flinch. Not love, not money. Oh. No. But you also crave the tang of blood on your tongue. It's revenge you want, then. Yes. I should have known. That fire behind your eyes. That suicidal courage. You're trembling. But it isn't from fear. It's bloodlust. It's fury. Of all possible motivations, the one I can come the closest to understanding. Tell me, why? Did someone steal your favorite cow? Or steal away with some dullard you thought yourself in love with? What even motivates your short-lived people in these dreary modern days? Uh-huh. Oh my. Take a breath, my dear. Your passion is delightful, but we won't get much closer to what you really want if we allow ourselves to be distracted. Pull yourself together. I get it. Now tell me exactly what you want me to do to this man, this politician, you said, who's responsible for the death of your poor, dear beloved. No, no one is untouchable to the Fae, I promise you. It's going to be worth your life, so make it good. With all that rage you're carrying, you don't just want me to kill him, do you? You want me to destroy him, humiliate him, bring him down from his pedestal, rub his face in the dirt. Of course. Bereft of money, of status, of friends. A pariah, even to his kin. As helpless and alone as he's left you. Only then can he die. And even death won't be the mercy it should be. I can give you all of that. Of course I can. I'll love doing it. You mortals are so amusing in your suffering. There's still the matter of my payment. Just because I'll enjoy it doesn't mean I don't expect to be paid. Consider it the direction you're paying for. I can ruin any human I like, do all you've asked and worse. But if it's for my own amusement, I don't care who my victim is. If you want this particular man to suffer this way, for me to focus my attention just so, that's going to cost you. One year and one day of anything I want. 1 year and 1 day of you belonging to me, completely, willingly. My vassal, my victim, obedient even in your pain, however beautifully I inflict it. I didn't expect you to be clever enough to ask. At the end of that time, I kill you. Blood for your enemy's blood. A balanced scale in your world and mine. Deal? 1 year and 1 day. I will make no promises about the use of my own toys. That's not negotiable. How much are you willing to give to see this man suffer? How much do you want to see him pay for what he did? Think of the one he stole from you. The power he wields. The likelihood of him ever facing justice any other way. Of course, I'm mocking you. You don't get points for noticing. Do you agree or not? You don't want to overstay my interest. Excellent. Blood now, to seal our pact. The rest later, when it's done. Here. Silver. And it's sterile enough, if that worries you. Just one quick slice across the base of your palm. Just there. Yes, here. Let me. Please. You don't need to be one of those buck-toothed ghouls to appreciate fresh, mortal blood. It's not rare, but it is always delicious. You are delicious. Run along home now, my dear, and enjoy the show. I'll come for you when I'm done with him. For a year and a day. Well, hello there. Can I buy you a drink? Indulge me. It's the least you owe me. Yes, thank you. Much appreciated. No. Oh no, you're too kind. What? Jealous of the barmaid, really? You are contrary things, you mortals. I'm not here for her. And for that she's luckier than she knows. Did you enjoy it? Watching your man's fall from grace? No, forgive me. He's the one who killed your man. A figure of speech. A slip of the tongue. It was quite an event, though. I'd like to take all of the credit, but I admit, a good part of that drama was the sheer, ravenous voyeurism of your own people. It's a global stage indeed, these days. I still feel quite buzzed, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. I certainly did. What, do you have misgivings now? No? Guilt. Ugh. Perverse thing. You bargained away your life and future, and even more pain than you yet understand. And you feel bad? For him? I didn't make it all up, you know. In fact, I made up very little. The tapes were real. The photos. Those stories and rumors. They didn't start with me. And they were nearly all true. Now there's a little more respect for what I did. You should look horrified. He had enough money and power to keep himself safe from consequences for at least one short, mortal lifetime. And just think how many more innocents he'd have destroyed. I'm practically a hero for arranging his fall from grace. Oh, no. But sorry now. Even I can't pretend that. Not when the game is already over and you're already mine. It's true. That part wasn't a lie. He was a cruel, dangerous brute and got what he deserved. Which is a rare outcome if we're being honest. Your kind speaks so authoritatively about justice without ever admitting how little your lives actually mean in relation to it. You're no better than your nature. The powerful will always win. The weak will always suffer. For example, me and you. Although I've been unusually indulgent until now. I could have taken anything I wanted. When you passed between the stones and came to me, your fury amused me. So I answered your request first. But it's done now, and the payment is due. Now this is the sort of perversion I appreciate. How your breath has gone shallow. How your lips are parted. You flush. You look away. But it's not all fear, is it? That's because you're stupid. I'll enjoy playing with you. You know, I feel like celebrating. Maybe luck has run out for that pretty little barmaid after all. I'm going to step outside. Why don't you go flag her down and bring her out to me? Because if I want you to be bait, you will be. Anything I want, you will be. That's the deal you struck. And although I didn't need to make any deal to take what I want from you, I did. And you did. You can't renege on your bargain with the Fae. Oh, there's the fear. I'll meet you outside.